Hey everyone, Square Peg, Square Hole coming to you live. Can you guess from where? What does that feel like behind me? If you said Boston College, you'd be wrong. It has that same feel as Boston College, but it's not. I'm at St. Olaf College in Northfield, Minnesota. So just down the road from where I was this morning at Carleton. Completely different feel. This one is very Gothic. It's very uniform in terms of all the buildings have a similar feel to them, and it has that BC feel. So if you love that BC feel, that Gothic feel, you would love the way St. Olaf looks. Very impressed as I walk from building to building. I assumed that all these buildings were new because they just have that really new, updated feel. But what they've done is they've kept the outside of the building and renovated the inside. So very uniform, beautiful, beautiful. It's one of those beautiful campuses. Nice liberal arts college, about 3,000 students. You know what I really love about them? They use the word discernment and vocation. Interesting. Very much like Square Peg, Square Hole, where we're all about trying to help you figure out who you are and what you're called to be. That's what St. Olaf is all about. So what is this place known for? Well, it's really big in STEM as well as the humanities. So big in biology, economics, psych, my favorite, mathematics. But what else is it known for? Well, it's got the performing arts side. So if you are a musician, if you're dance, theater, this is a great place for you. If you're fine arts, this is also a great place for you. We were down at the museum. They have all sorts of student art that's down there. They give scholarships for performing in fine arts, which I love. So that's a couple thousand to a decent chunk of money. They also give a lot of money for merit aid and a lot of money for need-based. So if you're looking for some place that's really cool for liberal arts, maybe with a little bit of money taken off the top, St. Olaf could be a good space for you. What else do you need to know? So 3,000 school students makes it a little bit bigger on the small liberal arts side, but still tiny enough that you know all your professors, and they work really hard your freshman year to make sure you know what all the resources are. They put you in a session with upperclassmen who take a class with you throughout the year, and they are here to support you and guide you and introduce you to all the resources on campus. Who doesn't love that? So from the writing center to the vocation center, anything and everything, accessibility, they are here to help you with that. They also have a orientation for their sophomores because everybody assumes you come back as a sophomore and you know everything. That's not necessarily the case. Maybe you didn't explore as much as you could have the first year. So they provide that as well, which we just love. They are a D3 school, right? So they're the Lions. We got to check out their hockey rink, so very fun with hockey. They have Nordic and Alpine skiing, which they are nationally ranked at. So if you're a big skier, which I am not, I do not believe in putting 2 pieces of wood on myself and going down a hill. But for those of you who are, you might really like this as well. So some other things to know about them. The St. Olaf Choir, world renowned. Everybody knows all about them, and they sound amazing, amazing when you want to come listen to them. They are very much about hands-on experience. They have the open-linked enduring, the OL experience in practice. So everybody here does something, whether that's research, going abroad, they're an internship. They really want to make sure you learn and then put it into practice, which is pretty cool. In terms of the demographics, it's a little bit more female than male. It's about 3/4 white, but they do have a 10% international, so they do have a big sense of trying to bring in a diverse population. If you go into their chapel, which is unbelievably gorgeous and has a flag from every one of the countries of the students here, and there's like 100 flags hanging up. So you can find any kind of background and really get to know a lot of people here. Our tour guide was actually from South Africa. Okay, how do you get here in the middle of Minnesota from South Africa? You come because the school's that good, that's why. So what's their mission and motto? To excel in the liberal arts, to examine faith and values, and explore meaningful vocation in an inclusive, globally engaged community nourished by Lutheran tradition. So this place was started by Norwegian Lutherans back in the mid-1800s. They still offer chapel every day, but most people, about 46%, are not religiously inclined. So you can feel comfortable if you are or not. It's very comfortable for everybody. Most people live on campus because it's very residential. There's a few that will go off, but if you're gender inclusive, so it's very good no matter where you sit, what kind of living environment you want, you will find that here as well. kids go abroad, 70% get to do something fun off campus, but everything really happens here. There's no Greek life and you don't miss it, right? So plenty to offer, whether you're looking for performing arts, fine arts, if you're looking for economics, STEM, they have a great direct entry nursing program here. And if you're one of those kids who are like, I'm not sure if I really want nursing, come test out the waters first, and then you can still apply in. You can't do that at most schools. So they're really about letting you explore that first year, figure out what makes sense for you, and then moving on from there. Vocation, not career, it's a bit different. If you want a school like that, come check out St. Olaf. Now, keep an eye out because I'm going to be somewhere else this week, and you never know where that might be.